Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Talk with Tangkhul. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, and I want to assure you that it's going to be a very interesting and meaningful conversation. So join us in welcoming our special guest. I'd like to introduce it to you. Most of us might have known him, but then for those who have not known him yet, I'd like to introduce him to you. He is Mr. Dinringam Kamai, MCS. He is presently the SDO of Ukhrul. Welcome to this special episode, Mr. Din, and it's a pleasure having you on this show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great. So let's talk about life. Let's talk about the social and political and economic issues. I'm looking forward to have a very meaningful conversation with you. And so to start with this, you have been posted in Ukhrul, and I think it's more than a year now, or almost two maybe. So first of all, I'd like to know how your experience has been being posted in Ukhrul. How has Ukhrul treated you? The people, the locals here, how have they treated you? How has it been so far?
Thank you so much for having me again. Yeah, I have been posted here for about 20 months now. And it has been a very enriching experience thus far. And I have been warned of this place before I came,
Okay.
that it is a very sensitive and intelligent people are here. And whatever I do, I have to take the cultural context and the sensitive people into consideration in whatever I do.
Okay.
And so far, that has come true.
Okay. So the expectation and the reality is somehow the same?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
people are extremely nice, and hospitality is, I think, up to the roof compared to other community, I should say. Our Tangkhul people are very polite, except for like everywhere, in every occasion, in every community, there are some elements where things are not as good
Right.
as we expect.
Right.
But on the whole, I think it's a very enriching experience.
Okay. Good to know. And then I'm glad our people have been treating you well. And so far, yes, that's personal life maybe. But in regards to the work, in regards to the posting you are at the moment, how has it been? The challenges, if there is any difficulties in how has it been? Is it as smooth as you expected, or has there been any challenges to implement the work which you wanted to?
Yeah, in terms of work experience, there are some hiccups. There has been some hiccups, but on the whole, I love challenges
Okay.
and I love pressures. Pressure is not a bad thing for us to do better.
Right.
But on one side, pressure to do better than what we are now, that should be welcome at any place, anywhere, anytime. But false allegation and reputation destruction needs to be toned down everywhere.
Right.
It is not only in Ukhrul, but for bureaucrats, young bureaucrats, just started my career. For those people, working environment has to be conducive, although there may be pressure.
Right.
Pressure, if we use in a very good context, productivity is more. Without pressure, we just become dormant. And we went into stasis and we can't do the work properly. So wherever there is pressure, whether from people as a whole or here in Ukhrul, there are very important civil society organizations.
Right.
And they play their own role very well. And I should say I was there in None for about 3 months before I came here.
Okay.
And compared to that and here, yeah, whatever has been told about Ukhrul people, there is some standard that we need to look up to.
Okay, great. Good to know. So, being an officer, being a young officer, like you have said, there might have been challenges, pressure. So, how has the people been in terms of supporting or cooperating, for example, your staff or the civil society organizations here, the locals, especially the locals, have they been cooperative, supportive of what you are doing, or has there been any stumbling blocks in between not being able to implement what you wanted to? Has there been any such incidences or challenges?
From civil society organization, I haven't faced anything substantial, let's say. and they have been very cooperative with us, with the district administration.
Great.
Being in the headquarters, I'm also the assistant commissioner of Ukhrul. So I have to deal with them from as SDO and SAC also.
Right.
All the civil society organizations, they play their own role very well. But in areas of I have mentioned about some hiccups, right? The main issue is the land dispute issue.
Okay.
Especially in Ukhrul. I think we will come to that point also in the later part of this discussion as we go further. That is the issue, and the civil society organizations are doing their best, and we have pooled our resources and minds together, and we get the things done though.
Great,
That
great.
is a good thing.
Good to know the CSOs are being very supportive, and then you guys are working hand in hand. And I'm glad to know that. All right, so coming to the Tangkhul community, I would like to take even though we are all Nagas, I would like to take an opinion of the non-Tangkhul as, even if we are all Nagas, I want to know from your perspective how the Tangkhuls are in terms of, for example, socially, economically, or in education sector, or whatever politically it may be, especially in the younger generation. Your view, your observation on our people, how do you see us as in these areas?
First of all, I used to tell them whenever I have been invited, I highlight the importance of Tangkhul people. I used to say that among the Nagas, even to the extent of Manipur as a whole, we are all Christians, so I used to tell them that Tangkhul are the chosen people,
Okay.
whether we like it or not, because Christianity came to Manipur through them. Sir William Pettigrew was the one who brought Christianity to Manipur through Tangkhul people.
Right.
So by default or by circumstances, whatever it is, we call it by choice, by design of God, that they have been selected. And by means of that one, we have seen the Tangkhul people have aspired to be in the highest echelon of all the positions. But there have been setbacks recently in the past few years, even up to decades.
Okay.
But even before that one, you look into everything. Tangkhul people are the one who produced the first CM
Right.
among the tribals.
Right.
And IS officer also, this community brought out the first thing. And in every professional life, you look into it, they have been occupying the position of power and influence. But there has been setback. In the last 1 decade or so, I have observed that Tangkhul people have stopped producing IS officer,
Right.
or for that matter, for civil services since 2013 after Sir Warshang, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no direct IS officer, there is no direct MCS officer. In other professional life, they have done pretty well. Let's look into that recently declared NEET exam. Tangkhul
Yeah.
topped among the tribal list. In that area, it is there. But in areas where of administration and politics, they have, let's say, they have not been as expressive as before. That's what I observe. And in matters of young people, the issue surrounding this our Tangkhul as a whole, I have observed that many are more interested in entrepreneurship
Okay.
and social activities
Right.
rather than in education. I could be wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, they are more into festivities, and that I'm not saying that is because of the lack of interest in education as such. In a way, that can be termed as civilization, as society civilizes, or as society advances, more people are turning into entrepreneurship or sports or film or any cultural activities. In a way, we can see that one as a step forward from other community. Because most of the communities, say from my community, especially like, for example, in Kaupum, we are all first generation officer. Our parents were illiterate. And so in Tangkhul community, I should say that they have been getting education since William Pettigrew. That means a century ago,
Right.
more than a century ago. So they have been far much ahead of us. That means those people who are now students, let's say, their parents and they are in 3 or 4 generation of having access to Western education.
Right.
I think that is one of the most positive thing we can see. And even in terms of sports, there are I-League and Indian Super League players from Tangkhul community,
Right.
but from our community, not even one has been seen. That means the advancement of Tangkhul community still flourishes, but it has taken a backslide in the past few years. That need to be addressed, not by government or society, civil society alone. It has to be a collaborative effort, especially faith leaders, religious leaders, and headman organization and all. They have to take initiative.
Right, right. Thank you for sharing it honestly. The transition which you mentioned earlier, taking more interest into entrepreneurship, to sports, to music and festival, do you think this could be the reason for the setback, or what do you think might be the causes of us not being able to, succeed in the, for example, the civil services or in the administration level or whatever it may be, which you think was earlier? What do you think could be the reasons?
I don't have fact and figure as such, but I can only guess.
Sure.
One thing is when you get into these other activities, or let's say your parents are literate and your parents are employed and their forefathers and whatever it is, they become comfortable. They don't have that kind of struggle in their life anymore. And so I think that is one of the reasons why they don't compete with the people as such. They don't want to suffer. To be in civil service or to be in to aspire to be at the top means you have to suffer.
Yeah.
There is no way, either you suffer willingly or you suffer unwillingly. There is no way we can escape. We have to suffer. This is the we can say default of life, in my opinion. And I'm not sure about this one, but if you, let's say the word Israel means we who wrestle with God, okay? He who wrestle with God.
Okay.
The name Israel comes from that one. It is the name given to Jacob.
Right.
And right after he has a wrestling with God, his name has been turned as Israel, his area, his people. So Israel means he who wrestle with God. And like I said, if Tangkhul people are the chosen race, let's say among our community, among the Naga brethren, at least in Manipur, can we take another way and look into this in different angle and say, maybe we are stopping wrestling with God. To have a wrestling with God means to suffer and to have a combat with God in terms of our effort and in our faith, in our prayer. Instead, are we into drugs? Are we into comfort? Are we into hedonistic pleasures? Of course, whenever we are going down from the highest position to downward, there are only 3 facets of life that you can go down. 1, you stop struggling. 2, hedonistic pleasure. There is nowhere we will fall down by starting from nothing. There is only way up. There is no down anymore. But once that you are at the top, it is easy for you to fall down once you give in into the hedonistic pleasures, like drugs. Okay, the rest I won't mention it. You know what?
Yeah, I think we get it. Yeah.
Now, what I'm looking at is the rapid rise of HIV positive patients in Ukhrul is alarming.
Right.
And the number of drug addicts are rising like anything here. So even last month, we had a discussion with CMO, and from directorate they came and we had a meeting. I think Ukhrul is going to be one of the worst area for this drug addict thing. So this needs to be settled. Like I said, once we fall down from grace,
Right.
all we can do is wallowing ourselves in drugs and we won't be able to get out of it.
Right.
That is one thing I have observed.
Okay. Thank you for shedding the light of the reality, and then it's really saddening to know our younger generation stuck with this drug addict and stuff. Okay, like you have mentioned earlier, the Tangkhul could have been the Tangkhuls could have been the chosen people in one way. So, these setbacks, could it be, send out negative, wave, negative, how do you say, negative negativity to the other people, other tribe, for example, other community, and then it could be a challenge for us Tangkhuls. So, what are the areas of improvement you think we can work on to, so that we could continue with the good things which were with us, which are best to us earlier?
That's a very insightful question, I should say. Like I said, in my Insta page, I put up one article called Ukhrul Through My Eyes after this Hunpun and Hunpung problem.
Okay.
So in that one, I say there is a famous word in history lesson and in world history. It is said, it is given by Austrian Chancellor, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If France catches a common cold, the whole Europe sneezes.
Okay.
Or when France sneezes, the entire Europe catches a common cold. That is the one. And just like that one, I quote in that area, when Ukhrul sneezes, the entire Manipur or Nagaland catches common cold.
Okay.
I tell that one not lightly, okay? Whatever happens in Ukhrul has its own effect. And I used to tell my friends and colleagues, and even our GPRN government staff, workers, if Ukhrul fails, Manipur or Nagas everywhere fails. Yeah, I cannot speak for Nagaland because I am not there and I have no experience much there, except for discussion among our friends and all. Tangkhul people fails, other Naga fails, especially in this Naga movement and all.
Okay.
If there is a splintering of groups, we won't be able to control the, what you call, other areas. That is there. So what we can improve is, like I said, if Ukhrul people are the chosen people, which we can see the effect, they have bloomed thus far. And if they stop wrestling with God, if they are not returning to their roots, there is no way they can recover from it. They have to fall. Every civilization, I am a history student, I have some knowledge about this. Any civilization that falls from the peak of the civilization has mainly two causes. One is they stop struggling and they stop innovation.
Okay.
And the other one is sexual immoralities that creeps in the society. Rome fell because of this. People thought that Rome would never be able to fall again. And the other one is political instabilities. So for that matter, what I would encourage or what I see a way out is to go back to the root. Remember that you are the chosen people born to lead.
Right.
So you have that thinking in mind and you have to aspire again. Without a vision, you will not rise up again.
Indeed.
That is one thing. And the other one is, you diversify the sphere of activities, whether be it entrepreneurship, be it professional education like doctors, engineers, and all we can pursue. And we cannot forget this civil service also.
Yeah.
This is to impact the society at large. Civil service and politics are very, very much important, much more than other areas for public as a whole. So they need to focus in that one again. Yeah, in areas of culture, you are still leading. But if you forget your root, you will not recover from it.
Okay.
And one thing is disunity. I used to quote this also in that Ukhrul Through My Eyes. The reason for confusion in the society start because of internal conflict. Internal conflict could be because of development. Where there is no development, there is no conflict. If there is development, there is conflict of interest. You want a larger share of the pie or cake. No?
Yeah.
All these things are there. But also, if there is a conflict, I used to quote the Tower of Babel thing. Once you go too high and you cannot innovate and you cannot do anything, you fall. That means you forgot your root and you forgot what to do. That means what you have to do is you need to reinvent yourself and focus on it, and you work hard on it to get back to the top. In order to do that one, not only few individuals can do this one. They cannot do alone. It has to be a collective effort from all the stakeholders. You shine, all Nagas shine.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Okay, great. It's been an eye-opener for me and also as well as for the viewers as well, I'm sure. So when you mention all these areas of improvement, just one question on this topic. Do you think has there been a failure from our leaders? For example, be it the CSOs or political leaders or the church, what could have been gone wrong? What do you think must have gone wrong? Is it the public at large, or was it the leaders you think they might have failed in their part? What could have been the reason of our setback?
That I cannot speak on behalf of Ukhrul people. And Ukhrul Tangkhul people have to search their own soul and they have to find that out themselves.
Okay.
I'll put it at that one.
Yeah, that's totally fine. All right. The perspective which you have given to us, the opinion, the observation which you have given to us has been very, very beneficial and meaningful as well. All right. When you mentioned about not to ignore the civil service, most of our youngsters, sometimes they feel like that's not much of a requirement. For the individual or for the community, that's what they have been, felt so far. They were like we have mentioned earlier, entrepreneurship or the sports or music or whatever it may be. They tend to be more, looking forward as a career for them. But then, not producing a direct IS officer for more than a decade, it has caused, of course, negative impact on us as well. So, how important is civil service? Being a civil servant for the individual or for the community?
Let me be clear. No profession, no job is small or big. All are equally important. But I'm talking in terms of Tangkhul people. They need to be in every aspect of professions. Be it school teacher, be it engineer, be it doctor, whatever it is, including civil service. Now, since you Tangkhul people haven't produced direct IS officer or IPS officer or IRS officer or MCS officer, by 2040 something, after 2040 something, if I'm not mistaken, if Sir Warshang retires, there will be no one at secretary level from Tangkhul community for at least 10 to 15 years at the secretariat. That vacuum will be huge.
Right.
You will feel how difficult it is to get the work done. Now we have a lot, right? Sir Warshang is there, Sir Arthur is there, and other IPS officer I came with, to name some few. They are there. things can be done there still. But after that one, what do you think would be the situation? In order to get the work done, there need to be some at least influence. Yeah, we are saying that it is not good to have what you call favoritism. We are taught to have impartiality and all. When push comes to the shove, we have a soft spot for our community, whether we like it or not. This is the unspoken truth. If people are not there at the secretary level, what kind of work can be done, I wonder. And plus, I am not trying to provoke anyone. I will tell you one bitter truth. Even to get the revenue work done, Lambu plays a very important role.
Okay.
SDC also, SDO also, DC also, they are very, very crucial even to get one work done for revenue matter. Revenue matter relates to your land. We are always now asking for independence as Naga from Indian people, Indian government. It's about land, right?
Yeah.
There has been fighting. There has been gunfight at least in 6 villages in my jurisdiction. It's all about land.
Yeah.
So in order to secure that one, in order to safeguard that one, revenue officers, as in IS officer, MCS officer, are crucial.
Right.
Before this one, I am digitizing my office record from 1919. In the year 1919, first SDO office was opened here during British time. It has continued, but file has been deteriorating like anything. So we are digitizing it. I would say this is one of my priority as an administrator for Ukhrul. That would be my contribution also.
Okay.
And so when we look into it, certain people, certain villages, I'm not going to name names and communities, they are paying lausel to the Tangkhul people, and Tangkhul people, some Tangkhul people might also be giving lausel to another village. But those things were there. To be completely honest, some Tangkhul Kuki villages, earlier in as late as 1940s, 50s, they are paying lausel to the Tangkhul people in Litan area, okay? And it is said, even the words are quite brutal. If you don't pay this amount in this stipulated time, your house will be burned down and you will be chased out. All these things are there. But over time, they acquired the land already. They bought the land, and it has been registered into Secretariat. It has been published in Gazette, and now it belongs to them. We cannot say now that Kuki people are not entitled to that land, right? They are entitled to that land because they bought it and they settled it. We cannot say that they are illegal immigrants. They have been settling there for about 50, 60 years already. This could get me into trouble, but that is the fact.
Okay. Legally.
Yeah.
Okay.
That can be done. This thing can be processed through Lambu, and during that time, they played a very, very important role. Who are those Lambus? Very few people will be among the Nagas. I will keep that way.
Okay.
That would be, the rest would be Kukis and Maitais. Majority of them will be them.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is civil services role in this present context in order to protect your land and culture, whatever it is, for development also, it cannot be underestimated.
Right. So the Lambus at that time played a crucial role in making this village permanently settled there.
No,
the cookies.
registering land record.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing is that they have come there, they live there, and they got their own. Say, I am not from Tangkhul. I'm not a Tangkhul community, but I have come here and settled for about 60, 70, 100 years. You cannot call me an illegal immigrant, right? Plus, I have bought your land through mutual understanding and agreement. That means that land belongs to them. Now, in order to safeguard that one, it has been registered as their own land.
Okay.
It has been published in Gazette and it is there in the land revenue record in the Secretariat. So that means I'm just giving you an idea
Right.
how important
right.
it is, the revenue matter is to safeguard your land. That is the crucial issue.
Okay.
Forget about the parks and the fame and whatever it is. If not for anything else, in order to protect your land, civil services is a must.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the reminder. And I'm sure our civil service experience and as a community, I think we should work harder on this sector as well. All right. We have talked much about the Tangkhul community. Let's talk about the Nagas as a whole, especially the Nagas in Manipur. I've had few conversations with certain personalities. I've had discussions with many people. And there has been a mention of us Nagas in Manipur not being able to have a common goal. For example, in this crucial political scenario at the moment, where the Métis and the Kukis are having a ethnic conflict, most of the people opines that the Nagas could take advantage of it. We have an edge over the two communities to do something good for the Nagas. But it seems nothing, nothing big which we can see with our eyes have been happening. So what do you think could our leaders or could the Naga community do in order to give advantage to our community in this present scenario?
This could get me in trouble, I think.
Bluntly, or in any way you could put into, or you can say our leaders or our community as a whole, Nagas as a whole, in generally as well.
First of all, I'm a bureaucrat, Indian government servant. But as far as the Naga issue is concerned, they are in talk with Indian government also. There is nothing wrong of me being supportive of Naga issue also. Yeah, it is there. One areas of improvement that we can do to have unity among the Nagas and all.
Yeah.
Civil society organizations, be it UNC or Tangkhul Nagalong or Zelengrong Union or Zelengrong ZUF for that matter, and this ZPRN government, whatever they do, let them do according to their mission. But one thing is, let them not have authority over the civil society organizations.
Okay.
And civil society organizations need to have their mind of their own. They need to think out of the box. They should not be, I'm not saying that they are, okay? If there is, they should not be controlled by any agency.
Okay.
Whatever it is, they need to know how to express their view and they need to have a stand of their own. Say, for example, a carrot and stick policy is going to be important among the Naga communities also from ZPRN government or what, anyhow. Say if they are going to use some force, there has to be, if they are going to use some stick, there has to be some carrot too, right? Persuasion, moral suasion, and force shall go hand in hand, but it should not be extreme. That one, in order to give that moral suasion, it has to come from civil society organization.
Okay.
Force can be there from armed cadres. But civil society organization, they need to have mind of their own. They have to pursue their own goal and not rely on armed cadres, armed government. That one, I believe that that should be the way forward.
Okay.
And if civil society organization is at the mercy of, say, in Zelengrong area, ZUF are there. If they succumb to their own, if civil society organizations, women's society organizations are just a mouthpiece for that organization or some ZUF, that will not survive long. So also in this NSNIM, let's say, if they are controlling each and every society organization, how effective would that civil society organization words and deeds be? It will all be reflected back to them. So in order for us to have that mind of their own and stand of their own, they need to be able to approach, say, even in central government, civil society organization on their own, not based on them.
Right.
And if need be, they can collaborate and they can work together. I think that is one way forward, I see, for unity.
Yeah, that's very insightful, and then I think it's going to be very helpful for our leaders in case if they take your word seriously and then act on it, and then it's going to be fruitful, it's going to be beneficial. All right, amongst the Nagas in Manipur, do you think there has been a healthy competition amongst the tribes? Do you think that is necessary, or do you think we should have one common goal as one tribe, and be supportive and have the collective effort to grow as a one whole Naga instead of being segmented or segregated as sub-tribes of the Nagas?
There is no harm in having different number of tribes, okay? There is no harm in it. But Naga as a nation, as long as there is heaven and earth, it will never go away. The sentiment will not go away. But sub-nationalities will appear. Sub-nationalism will appear. During that time, how vigilant are we? How effective are we to approach the other community? Say, I am bringing this up a lot. I wonder, I am not much into this political issue, but ZUF, Zhelengrong United Front, they came from, most of them left IM and they formed that one.
Okay.
What could the reason be? Let's think it through. People may be like saying, yeah, you are into this politics much. Let's think it through. Why did they leave? Why did they leave the parent organization in Asian IM? Yeah, they came from K also earlier, and yeah, there are some leaders who just formed and they were not part of any of the incumbent offices like NSN, IM or K or whatever it is. They formed out of it and they left and they formed this another, say, ZUF government. Maybe our stick was more than, we use stick more than the carrot.
Okay.
Maybe, I'm just saying. They are not against Naga movement as a whole, but they are coming out demanding their own homeland from Indian government, as far as I understand.
Yeah.
They are also in talk with Indian government. So they have signed even coup cessation of operation. And when I have a talk with these Naga government leaders sometimes, by default, like say by chance or something, we used to sit down and we used to discuss some sensitive topics. And won't it be good if we use moral persuasion more than the force we use? There were frequent gunfight between them, right?
Yeah.
Who died? Nagas.
Right.
For what cause? We claim for Nagas, but we fought among ourselves. Instead of that stick policy, we better use carrot more. That's what I think about this Naga issue. And another one is when we go into this terrain, one thing we need to keep in mind is people are the main partakers of our nation as a whole. Without them, we cannot go ahead with the Naga movement also.
Right.
And there is one. And when you ask about the healthy competition among the tribes and all,
Yeah.
there should be a competition. Look into it. In recently conducted MPSC, last MPSC exam, they are going to write the mains exam very soon. Number of Pumai tribe prelim successful candidates are more than Tangkhul people. Okay, I have observed this thing.
Yeah.
Why so? Pumai hasn't produced even one direct IS officer yet. Recently, they have produced direct MCS, 2 MCS officer, 1 MPS officer. That was the first. But in 1 or 2 years' time, they have overtaken, at least in terms of prelims, more than the Tangkhul people,
Okay.
more than the Lengrong people. Of course, the Lengrong as a whole, there will be more. But they have overtaken Rongmai. I think it's a very good sign they have improved.
Yeah.
When you see other people improving and leading the way, you might think, oh, we have gone backward. We need to speed up again. We have to take that position again. They need to be reminded of that one. So healthy competition among the tribes is a good thing.
Okay.
But conniving with one another just to get place of position and power, divide and rule policy among the tribe will not work. People are too much educated already now. They will not be fooled. So that in that area, whoever that be in civil society organization or Naga government, they need to use more carrot more than stick. I think that would be very important for us to go forward.
Okay, great. It's been very enriching through this conversation. We're getting to know much through you. One last question on this whole Naga part. Some people have been of the opinion that the Nagas in Manipur, like we have been discussing, we might tend to think only of our sub-tribes, for example, as Tangkhuls, as Rongmais, as Pomais. What do you think could keep us all together under what umbrella? Under if we do what? Yeah, we have mentioned few earlier, but then just to conclude this particular topic, what could keep us all together with the mindset and the feeling of brotherhood, belongingness as a Naga? What do you think could keep us all together?
One thing is we cannot forget the importance of election, okay? Whether it is election through civil society organization office or other way around. Let's take the example of Indian election. It's a democratic country. People say, what is the most uniting factor for people ask, which one is the most uniting factor in India? And I used to say election is the most uniting plus most dividing factors in India.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has a stake in politics, whether we like it or not. They love it. You look at even the MP election in last year itself. Everybody got involved.
Right.
But it is also most dividing in the sense they have that party allegiance, right? So also in Naga context, say UNC leader or Naga Student Federation, or when we, what do you call that, our apex education?
Ansam. Yeah.
When they do that one, make sure that we have a clear-cut constitution. I'm sure they have it. And they need to have a clear-cut election mechanism. Voting rights for this community, this and that. That has to be executed without any impartiality. Then everybody will have a stake in it. They will believe that they have a stake in it. And it will work fine. Another one is cultural exchange. Say, at least they need to have let's say, we have Luingaini, right?
Yeah.
Rongmai Zelengrong also have seed sowing festival. So also Tangkhul, so also Pumai. So all the Nagas have that one. That is one thing we need to strengthen that one. The bond, our cultural bond need to be more strengthened. Then the other one would be our emotional connect.
Yeah.
That means, like say, most of us are Christians, right?
Yeah.
So we need to leverage that one too, as a nation, as a Naga people. Then I think we are not so far behind. And if we give a little push, little encouragement on the part of religious leaders and CSO leaders, forget about, livelihood matters a lot. But with some sacrificial measures, those people who are downtrodden, if we can give some hope, there is nothing that we cannot achieve as Naga as a nation,
Yeah.
Naga as a people. Like I said, we are a chosen race.
Yeah.
Whether other people will think that way or not, we need to think that. We need to make sure that we have the right and we are not inferior to anyone, and we can do whatever we aspire to do. That with that mindset, I think unity will be there. Plus, we can be the master of our own fate. That we have to keep in mind.
Right. Great. We have to live on accordingly. All right. Great. We have talked much about serious issues, social, political, and all, and then it's been a great conversation so far. I'd like to come back to a little bit lighter part, and then we'll move on to the concluding part. So you have been here, and then hopefully you'll be here for a longer time as a bachelor. Lots of people are liking working together with you as well. What could be the best thing you like about Ukhrul, and what are the good things you have learned from the people of Ukhrul and the Tangkhul community?
Like I said, hospitality
Yeah.
is something that we can
Okay.
appreciate a lot. And they are polite, and they have standards. They maintain standard. And one thing I like most about Ukhrul is weather.
Okay.
It's very pleasant, and yeah,
How is it different from Kaupum?
Khopum is very humid.
Oh.
Last weekend I went there, and from here I wore jacket and left.
Okay.
And when I reached Litan, I could not wear anymore and I removed it. And in Imphal, I wore t-shirt. And when I reached Khopum, I removed. I was in vest because it was sticky. That much the difference is. Here always cool and pleasant, and it's more rainy also.
Yeah.
And it is very cozy, and it's nice to have good dinner and good food.
Okay. Okay.
And you can sleep well.
Yeah. How is it like hanging out, having fun together and then get together with the people of Ukhrul? How is it like, especially our youngsters, our younger generations, boys and girls, how is it like hanging out together with them?
This is one of my weaknesses.
Okay.
I'm not very social. I am introvert person. With people whom I know, I talk a lot.
Okay.
I can discuss any range of topic with my friends. But if I have to meet some new people, I have that reservation. People may think that I am proud or egotistic, No, that's not me. And yeah, my words and the way I approach people may be rough, and let's say I'm asocial. So unless there is program, I don't usually hang out with people.
Okay.
And even now, I don't make friends easily either.
Okay.
So if you think ask around how often I have been seen in market, also you will not see that much.
Okay.
That is not because I don't want to, but I have that personality. It's because of my personality.
Okay. Okay. It's good that you have cleared this out, because some people might be thinking, which you have just mentioned, that you might be, who knows, arrogant. He doesn't want to talk to us, don't want to hang out with us. But it's good that you have cleared out that you are an introvert person. But then you should try hanging out, like you have mentioned. You like the weather, you like the hospitality, and it would be good to have you amongst our people as well. Some people might not know you're still a bachelor, right? How is like being here? You must have encountered with so many people, especially our ladies as well. How do you think of our Tangkhul ladies?
Had I been hanging out with them, I would have known, but I am not.
Okay.
So
just a simple observation. How do you see us, our ladies?
I have seen them only during programs, nothing else. I have
So you must be seeing those who have been, occasionally on programs only then.
They are polite, they are smart.
Okay.
That's obviously there.
Okay.
And they can, I don't know how to put it.
Okay, try it.
They can even impress people more, no? Yeah.
Okay, so that's something, I think it's a good compliment.
Yeah.
It's already in their blood.
Yeah, I cannot lie. They are, generally, they are pretty also. Let's keep it.
Okay, great. I believe our ladies would like that compliment. All right, it's been a very healthy and a good conversation with you, and I'd like to come to the concluding part. I'd like you to conclude it by giving a closing remark, giving out a message, a positive message to our younger generation, particularly to our Tangkhul younger generation or to the Nagas in general, based on the importance of you have mentioned earlier the those who are aspiring to become a civil servant, and also looking forward to have a bright career, because some people are still, by the even after reaching the age of 30 or beyond that, some people are still idle, not knowing what to do, and then contributing less than their potential to the family, to the society. So the unemployment rate is, I think, it's going higher and higher each year. So as a young bureaucrat, as a young officer, based on your experience and what you see forward into future, please give us some message which we can work upon it and then to have a better career.
Unemployment is so, I think, maybe unemployment in government job may be reducing. But that is not the only way of employment, right?
Right.
Employment could be self-employment. Any job that pays you is an employment. So we need to put that into context. Like I said, entrepreneurship, we don't usually see in the public domain, right? But they are earning more than the government employees.
Possible, yeah.
But they don't have that, what do you call that, influence in the establishment. Like I said, in terms of revenue, in terms of profession like doctor, engineer, they have influence over the people, right? But they have independence of their own. They have resources of their own. I don't think Ukhrul people are underemployed. They're employed quite well, at least in the town that I see,
Yeah.
compared to other places. There is another one, but for civil services and any kind of profession that you want to go after, I think the one thing we need to keep in mind is, as we have, as I stated when we began, there is no way you will not suffer in this world. Whether you suffer for your, say, 15 years of your existence as a youth, or you want to suffer your 70 years later. You suffer now, say at the age of 25, more or less 25, 26, you will get a government job if you aspire to be one. Then you have 90 years, in all likelihood will live up to 90. That means you have 75 years or 70 years ahead of you. You can enjoy that, or you want to enjoy first, and you suffer later. Suffer as in, suffering can be, like I said, willingly and unwillingly. Now, if you are willing to suffer, the moment you voluntarily accept that I have to do this one, this is my duty, you will suffer very well and you will enjoy it. I used to say, in order to crack civil service, I have been trying, I cannot succeed in UPSC exam. I have tried many times, but by the grace of God, I have cleared this MPSC. But it's not an easy task to crack this one.
Yeah.
So in order for you to do, either you have commitment to do whatever it takes. That means one thing that you have to do, I call it duty. And there is another one that you love to do, that is passion. If you lack either of these, to crack civil services will be like a cross on your shoulder. You cannot guarantee that you will pass in first or second attempt. Only few people pass this. The percentage of people who clear IAS is 0.01%. Out of 15 lakh previous years who appear in prelims, only 100 something will be selected IAS officer.
Yeah.
It is a very, 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 very tiring plus rewarding job, rewarding profession. Like when we study, like like you stand on top of a building and you look down at the ground or something, you see things differently when you study properly for UPSC or civil services for that matter. Of course, if you are not if you are not an all-rounder, no, it will be difficult for us to crack UPSC examination. So am I. I'm very weak in mathematics. I cannot lie.
Okay.
Even in the previous MPSC exam, there was 30 marks for mathematics. I just leave it away. I could not do it. And even in prelims in UPSC, I passed only once. That year, there was the logical reasoning part was quite manageable. But after that, 2018, I could not clear anymore. So I thought of giving this last few years, but I have decided to quit for good.
Okay.
And there's one thing, like I said, you need to have a passion. You want to do it because that is my calling and you love to do it. Without that one, you will not be able to sustain it. Say for the whole year you have been studying and your fate will be decided in 4 hours in prelims. And when you did not pass, sometimes out of my experience, I could not even stood properly. We're shaking. When the result did not come up to our expectation and we fail. And you have to start anew again for the entirety of the year.
Right.
That's the labor that we have to put in. Some say you have to study smart, you have to study, it doesn't matter the number of hours. Yeah, people will have their own strategy and how to do about it. But I would emphasize on grit, GRIT, grit and determination, and your love for at least you need to have that passion of chasing after the exam or chasing after the profession where best minds in India are competing. Wouldn't that be a very great thing? I'm competing with the best mind India can offer. I am into that league. I want to test myself against that one. That is a very thrilling aspect, even if you cannot crack it. That is one thing. And like I said, whether we want to have future or not, education matters more than anything. Education is not limited to literacy and academic pursuit alone. It relates to how we live, even sports. In every matters, that education matters. And in order for us to excel and to live in this competitive world, Manipur is the microcosm of India. In even the world, let's say, there are more than 30 tribes. Only among the Nagas, also 30 tribes constitute Naga nation, only in Manipur, without the Nagas of Nagaland. Around 30 are there. They have different languages, different customs. So also Kuki, so also Maitai. In order to compete with them, in order to live comfortably with them, we need to know how to compete. So that is very, very important, education. Second, we need to get ourselves under control. Delay gratification as in immoral behavior, such as drug abuse, that we need to have a very good intact family, and we need to have fed leaders who can really inspire others. And anyone who in the position of power and influence, they need to give them hope. It's so little effort that we can give to them, inspire them, and they will do wonders. And another one is in areas of health, we cannot underestimate this issue. We need to put ourselves in good health. And another one is, if we cannot control other communities, Naga needs to tone down the culture, band culture here.
Okay.
We need to show the example to others that we can do it. Because of this frequent national highway band and this, that, education has been taking a backslide. We cannot do much important things, daily activities, health, PWD and PHED, all those essential activities has been disrupted, right? Even policing. So we need to tone down this area. And like I said, we need to get back to our roots. There is no way we will not suffer in life. Either we suffer willingly or unwillingly. Then, by God's grace, with the effort that we put in, success is only a matter of time. We can do it because we are Nagas.
Right. Great. It's been a very great conversation. I'd like to thank you for sharing your experience, your thoughts, and your wisdom. And it's been enriching as well, very enlightening. And I'm sure our viewers like it a lot. It must, especially on the last part, it must have been a very helpful advice and suggestion to our aspiring civil servants and anyone who is looking forward to have a bright career. Thank you so much for that. And I'm also looking forward to better developments in our town and beyond through your leadership. And I wish you best. I wish you the best. Good luck. And then hopefully you'll be able to, you stay here for a longer period of time and we could have this kind of more meaningful conversation in the days to come as well. Thank you so much once again.
Can I add one more?
Sure.
Regarding this development and thing, as long as I'm here for the public. I'm a public servant. I am going to need all the contributions and all the cooperations, especially in terms of in revenue matters. Like I said, village dispute is centered around this land headman issue. For this matter, more than anything else, I don't want any bloodshed anymore. I don't want to see any bloodshed. I have seen more than enough. So I cannot, this district administration, DC and SDO, we don't have a magic wand to stop. We are here to ensure law and order only. It is you, the Tangkhul people, who can make the difference. No one from other community will come and save you except yourself. So I would like to appeal to the civil society organizations. Whenever you deal with this headman issue, land issue, for the love of God and for the love of our people, without looking at benefits, I would love you all to see complete impartiality, to look into the genuineness and only the truth. To look only into the truth, nothing else, and give even judgment. That should be the way forward. And those people, those students, or those youngsters who are feeling lost and thinking that I have no future, I'm coming from this background, and who are lacking any kind of interest, those people who are getting addicted to mobile phone or any kind of internet-related issues, I would like you to know that you are not alone. You just need to have the decision. You just need to make a decision. I would be, and I will be a better person, and I will not be a burden to the society. I want to be a contributor. That mindset, they need to ingrain that one into their mind. And I would like to give you my example itself. My parents are illiterate. I am the first graduate in my family. And none of my family generation access to education. But still, I was also the victim of this early 90s Naga Kuki conflict. I was very young to understand that one, but after, say, 1997, 98, I come to understand. We lived in relief camp.
Oh.
We didn't have a family. We didn't have a plot. We lived there as internally displaced persons. And 7, 8 of us, we are living in that tent. And we don't have any hope. Had it not been for this, for that internal conflict or Naga Kuki conflict, I might not have got into education also.
Yeah.
But I got into education. Somehow I love reading. I love studying. So I made a promise even from my childhood that I would never live like this in my life again. Only that decision matters. We cannot look back. So I promise to myself that I would never live like my parents no matter what. You keep that promise in mind. So for those people who think that you are alone, that you have no future, make a decision and work on it. God helps them who help themselves. God is there. Rely on Bible. Read Bible. Even if you have you cannot say that I don't have a good influence. You cannot say that my parents are this, they're illiterate, they cannot guide me. Read Bible as your companion. Keep it with you. I'm sure you will excel in it. Make decision today to make a difference in life. Suffer boldly and nobly. And society and your family and immediate family and the society at large will be a better for it. Thank you very much.
Great, great. Thank you so much. It's been a very inspiring message which you have put forward, which is going to be very helpful to both our headmen, our civil society organization, and especially to our younger generation. Thank you once again. Hopefully we can have this kind of meaningful conversation in the days to come as well, and I'm sure our viewers will like you too. Thank you so much once again. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Yeah. And to all the viewers of this episode, thank you so much for joining us on this special episode. I'm sure you like the conversation which we had. It's been a very enriching and a meaningful one, and I'm sure it's going to be very productive, especially to our Tangkhul community, to our youngsters, and to our leaders as well. Of course, our guests here today have shared. While we had this conversation, I had this feeling of emotional sharing from his side, which is very important. And the kind of advice, suggestion, and experience which we have shared is out of love for the community, which we really appreciate. And we are glad and we are happy that he's here as an officer. He has appealed for the utmost cooperation and support from our community as well, and I'm sure our Tangkhul community will give that. And he's a very approachable person as well. Whenever you have a problem regarding, under his administration, under his jurisdiction, let us approach him, and he's available in his office. Let's do that. And most importantly, let us live harmoniously as Nagas. Let us welcome anyone who has come here to work amongst us, to serve us. Let us give our best. The hospitality which we have put forward has been appreciated. Let us continue to do that. And most importantly, the respect which we have earned amongst our community, amongst the people of Manipur. Let us continue to preserve that. Let us work out on that. Let us, try to do better, which have been done in the past as well. Thank you all so much once again. Join us in the next episode. Good night all.